you're just connected. And with Zoom party, soiree once a year, it is so amazing. When I told my friends that I'm having a party with cancer during pandemic, they're like, "What are you talking?" I said, "No, I'm really, going for a party."
Actually, that's my first meeting, and I must tell you that I was counting the days for this soiree, and it's lovely.
It's my very first visit. I don't remember anything else that we talked about, but I remember that Laura had it was just so welcoming and so warm.
Well, I was having some mental difficulties after my double mastectomy. And so I reached out to McGee Women's Hospital in Pittsburgh, and a social worker had gave me a list of places. So I signed up with you guys. She really was very excited for me to get joined up with this group. She thought it was a very good group.
It has given me so many amazing friends and family. It has made me stronger. It has made me discover who I am.
And it's opened up an avenue where I feel like I can help others. I've entered into the poetry contest, and I've really, really enjoyed finding that niche in my life.
I was introduced to this group. I met Laura at a meeting through BMC. I can honestly say, no doubt, I've been with Laura since she left. Since she talked to BMC, I invited her back to BMC.
I'm a year into treatment. I still have about 4 months to go. And I was looking for something that was going to help me thrive. I didn't want to be lost anymore in the system of treatment. I wanted to kind of try to get some kind of normalcy back to my life. Survivingbreastcancer.org. And I pulled up your website and immediately loved it. I said, this is phenomenal. This is different than most sites. And there was so much more positivity than I know it's factual, but it seems like a lot of the other websites, it's like watching the news. It can be depressing. So I wanted something more positive because I'm that kind of a positive vibe type person, right?
So when I went to the website, there were so many things that, she was like coming up with all the programs for yoga, for writing.
There's so many online things. You get to BS with people, and that's great because you need it. But
your Thursday Night Thrivers is something I look forward to every week.
And I'm going to be honest, I'm so addicted to this meeting that I don't even know Tuesday from Thursday.
And I don't know that I have missed a single meeting, maybe one when my iPad wouldn't let me get on. And the other time I almost missed, I was in the emergency room with atrial fib, and don't tell anybody, I stepped out of the bed to plug my phone into my charger so I could say hey to y'all.
I get totally confused. I told Laura Tuesday, I'll see you tonight. Laura was like, no, it's not Thursday. That's how bad I need this group.
It's such a diverse group of women, and the stuff we discuss is, from A to Z. I love the way the group is encompassing to everyone. You make sure that everybody's acknowledged on the group and that they're welcomed.
I was nervous at first because everybody else on the call was a breast cancer survivor, and I was not. And I was kind of nervous about saying who I was and that I was just a daughter, but everybody just accepted me with open arms. It wasn't well, you don't belong here or you don't understand what we're going through. It wasn't anything like that.
So, I'm Kathleen, and I was diagnosed by metastatic breast cancer 3 years ago, and for the first year or two, other people with metastatic disease told me don't join the early stage groups. They're not the same. I was like, why? And I was nervous because well, are they all gonna be like, yeah, not wanting to hear about metastatic issues, and that's not true at all.
I mean, I'm happy to be part of this group, and I'm happy that you do touch on metastatic breast cancer, because there's a lot of us out there that the world doesn't know about. So this is an eye opener to help spread the word for us as well. So I'm very thankful for you. Thank you. You're a little touchy.
But the fact of the matter is, Laura, you went around and you spoke to every single person and talked to them and asked them, are you okay? Want to talk about anything? However you formed the question, but you spoke to them and you acknowledged them and you made them feel like a real person. And that was the thing that connected me to the group.
So when I was going through chemo, I was calling into another support group that was put on by the hospital. And when that ended, I was desperate for some other group.
It's a group that supports all and everyone. We talk about everything and everything that was done. I've learned a lot in this group.
Because of this foundation, I was able to help my mom as far as not being all up in her face or being all in her face when she needed it. I knew what to recognize because we all talked as one. And it was different people and everybody experiences different things. But I picked up something from everybody that I was able to use in my personal life with my mom in her journey. And that helped me.
WhatsApp group, we have a family. People are posting their vacation pictures.
Brookshire is my buddy because we go way back.
It's like here we're a family, like Jen said.
I really love the fact that, we have that community to be able to talk through. And if we're having a bad day, we can talk about it. If we're having a good day, we can just laugh.
Again, this is what we do every Thursday night. We just sort of hang out and talk about stuff. Sometimes cancer stuff, sometimes not, sometimes sad, sometimes happy, always laughing, somewhere in between.
All the big family that we are making, we are getting healthier mentally and physically.
All stages, all genders, but the world, we're all just here for each other.
This group really stand out to me because like everybody's been saying, it's one big family. It helps to meet every week. It helps to have that WhatsApp we have that we can communicate more, not just about breast cancer, but just to ask and see how everybody's doing.
States, we are united. We have people from Arizona to Florida, Hawaii, and it's amazing. Like you feel like you're just connected during the cancer journey. I mean, the podcast was so helpful because I could walk. I was walking more to finish my podcast. So, the health benefits and the topics that she covered, radiation and the guests that she brings, very informative. And then I was following her on YouTube, and then
the podcast. I've been on one podcast. I loved it. Laura and William, you're doing a great job. Don't ever give up. We'll never give up on you. But this group here, I can honestly say, they should not ever do away with it. It's a cancer survivor that we can laugh, we can cry. There's, like they said, there is a male in it. He's my brother by another mother. This group is a group that, I'm gonna be honest, Massachusetts alone would not survive without it.
It is honestly because of this group that I have the knowledge and the willpower to definitely do all that I possibly can to help out.
It's just been life changing for me.